The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it second down. To the air again, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the...
Touchdown, Bears! It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hurts. complete to Adams. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They run it with Jacobs, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Hurts to throw. The quick slant caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
7-7, our score after one. Second and 7. Play action. It's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Fields now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he will have the Bears first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Sliding out of the pocket. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And this will complete to Will Fuller.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 19-yard line. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, all knotted up at 7. On first down, Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On first down, it's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Off play action, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much material. Materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And that'll set them back 5. Second down, here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On first down, Fields. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Now a first down throw, Fields. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields eluding the pressure. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it to Fields. He completes it to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Gun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40, and the Bears are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Fields on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
24 is the mic. And let's tell it. 24 is the mic.
Here's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's make these babies cry, baby. 24 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Again, Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap, Fields. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Fields. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields, flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's...
He fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.